Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rashawn427. Today I have another Omnibus overview. This is actually on Ultimates. Now, I actually grew up watching Ultimate Avengers, and when I first heard about this book, I was thinking like it was a compilation of all the Ultimates, like all the Ultimate comic books that actually came out in the early 2000s. Because I never knew it was like an Ultimate. I kind of knew it, but I didn't really know the whole backstory of it. But there was like a reboot of all the Marvel superheroes. Well, the main Marvel superheroes. They did it with the Avengers, X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. Like all the main ones. Not every single body, but all the main ones. And so when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, this must be a compilation. But I didn't know that the Avengers in the Ultimate Universe weren't called the Avengers. They were just called the Ultimates. Because I believe the cartoon, I'm pretty sure it was called Ultimate Avengers. Because they had two of them. Then they did the Young Avengers one, which basically the part 3 of that, when like a dystopian type of society and stuff. Yeah, well, they did the part 3 with all their kids, but then finding out that this is actually the Avengers and they actually didn't call them the Avengers, I was like, it doesn't really make sense. But this is actually about Mark Ruffalo, Brian Hitch, Andrew Curry, Paul Neary, Paul Mounts, and Laura Martin. And you see this cool art right here. They actually had another one. I actually kind of like this one more because everybody wanted. The other one I didn't really love. I would have loved for this to actually be the actual front of it, but I'll get into more of that in a sec. I love that artwork actually on there and stuff like that. And this actually collects, this is collecting Ultimates number 1 through 13, Ultimates 2 number 1 through 13, Ultimates Annual number 1, Ultimates 2 Annual number 1, and Variant Sketchbook. So I guess you get Ultimates 2 and Ultimate Variant Sketchbook, but this is going to be pretty cool right here. And actually, this is a different take on the Avengers. And from the cartoon, I did look through it, and it seemed like some shots from the actual cartoon movie is actually in here. But I heard that this is going to be a different take on the Avengers. Not really a darker tone, but probably a more serious tone, because with certain characters are done differently and stuff like that. You get black up top, but you actually get not a wraparound, but like 2 different arts. So you get Iron Man. I don't like Iron Man's look in here. I can definitely tell you. Everybody else looks perfectly fine. But that Iron Man suit, I'm just not a fan of. You get Giant Man, and you get Captain America right here. And this is actually what the first Avengers was pretty much based off of, from what I heard about this book and just looking through it. The only thing is Wasp and Giant Man are in it. Because you look at the whole team, they got the original 6 Avengers inside this book. But I actually heard Joss Whedon actually wanted to Wasp inside the first Avengers movie, but then it was like, it really doesn't make sense, which it really wouldn't have made sense for them to actually do that, because they introduced everybody else before the Avengers, and just to throw a character in there, especially without Giant Man, and you see a Captain America, We Want You. And this actually, you see more art right here, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, an introduction by Joss Whedon, because this actually July 2004, so it's crazy that this was actually way before, 8 years before he actually did the Avengers movie, because he was the one who actually did it, which, I mean, you could say he was the perfect guy for it. But this actually opens just like the Ultimate Avengers. Is that 1 or 2 where it opens? I think it was 1 it opens like this, where it's back in 1945 with Captain America and stuff like that. So that's absolutely awesome right there. Yeah, just flip through these pages. That's a great shot of Captain America right there. Super, super great, super, super awesome. Of course, she's supposed to be the man out of time. This is actually 2002. So they went from 1945 to 2002. In the movies, they went from 1945 to 2011. So not really that far off or whatever. You see, you get New York City today. Because this actually came out in 2002. Because Spider-Man kicked it off. And then you had X-Men. And then you actually had this. And this was actually Samuel Jackson was actually based off of. So in this, they actually pretty much based it off Samuel Jackson. And this is what actually got him introduced to actually become Nick Fury inside the actual movies, because back then you all know Nick Fury is white. That's what we actually all know. But this is what you see. It looks exactly like him. This was, of course, what, 9 years before? No, 6 years before, because he was in the first Iron Man. I forget. But you see, you get some shots of Nick Fury. You get Hank Pym and actually Hope Van Dyne, the Wasp. So that's really, really cool. Or this Hank Pym, what's Hope? Is it Hope or Janet Van Dyne, because the daughter's Hope. You see Iron Man, I'm not a fan of the Iron Man suit. And you say that Iron Man's a super alcoholic. They depicted that inside different things. They kind of did it in the movies, but really brushed off of it and stuff like that. But actually showing you more into it. You see, this is Thor, and his character is exactly like the cartoon actually was. But yeah, I could definitely see the inspiration for the Avengers movie And I definitely can't wait to actually get into this because you add Giant Man and the Wasp in it, so it definitely will be adding something else to it. And you see Hawkeye is definitely in the book as well. You got Black Widow, who looks absolutely awesome right there. Getting some actually more shots of it. Get the gamma rays. There's a cool shot of Dora, awesome shot of Dora in Phoenix, Arizona. So that's really, really awesome, really, really cool right there. And you see, look like some shots from this looks exactly like that scene they actually did with Iron Man, Cat, and Dora. That's what it actually looks like. That's what the scenes look like in the dark when it was kind of rainy outside. So that's awesome. And Hulk is actually great in this book, and I actually knew that from somebody actually telling me the Hulk was actually great in this book. You see Hawkeye actually hitting the Hulk, which that's interesting. They actually made him great, but I guess I understand it because this is supposed to be a reintroduction of the Avengers, and that's the way he actually started it off. And you see this all of them side by side. Yeah, but the only thing that bothers me is that Iron Man suit right there. I'm just not a fan. You actually get Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Well, I heard their relationship is very interesting in the book because they're supposed to be brother and sister and stuff like that. But you see, you get a great shot of Captain America. You guys don't know Captain America is my favorite superhero of all time. So yeah, this seems like a very cap heavy book. I mean, he's all over the front and the back and the poster and stuff like that. So this definitely will seem like it's going to be a cap heavy book right here, which you know I absolutely love. I believe this is supposed to be an entire run because this is not a volume 1 or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure that this is the entire run that they actually had. This is supposed to be Ultimates 1 and Ultimates 2. So I don't really know the difference between it. I don't know if it's like a continuation or like, I'm guessing it's like a reboot of it. I don't really know. But yeah, I definitely would have to just check out the whole entire book. Just flipping through it, flipping through the page. I definitely see the difference between the beginning and this part. This seems like Ultimates 2 right here. I don't know who he actually is fighting. No, that's Hawkeye. No, that's Cap. Yeah, so this is really, really awesome. This is a whole nother universe. And if you guys don't know, the Ultimates universe actually was lasted from 2000 all the way to 2015 before they ended it. And actually, right now, they're actually rebooting it. And I believe it's going to be Ultimate, what is it? Ultimate Spider-Man, Black Panther, and somebody else. Somebody else they can be doing. So they actually restarting it in the alternate universe. So I'm guessing they're rebooting it because I believe that this actually got merged with the regular timeline 616. This is 1610, I believe, universe, and that's 616. So I believe it got merged, but they actually starting it up. I mean, will I get into that? Maybe. But I think it's interesting actually coming out with. I had to read up on like why they actually bringing the Ultimates back because it stopped in 2015 and they merged the universe. I guess they just didn't want it to be like a difference. So you see, this is all the variants. I didn't even tell you guys that they actually have. You see basically a shot of all the Avengers by themselves. You see, you get Giant Man and Wasp, Black Widow, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch. You get Hawkeye right there. You get more Iron Man, more Cap. And then you actually get Ultimates right. I believe this is the other cover that's supposed to be for the Omnibus. I believe this is the other cover. But I actually like the cover that I got more. I would love this to be an Omnibus cover right here. I actually like that the most. But these are Ultimates 2. They look like the same team, just different. So I'm assuming that's like just a continuation of it. See, that's number 5 and everything like that. Yeah, there's a lot of awesome stuff right here. Awesome stuff. But very interesting what they do inside the future with this Ultimates because it's not a thing anymore. But that doesn't bother me that it's not actually a continuation type thing. I just love the stories. And Mark Millar, I've read a few things from him. I read Civil War. Oh, he didn't do House of M. I think he did. Did he do Superman Wrestling? Might have been him. But you see, this is, I guess, an extra story right here. They actually gave you inside the back right here. So that's pretty cool. You get some sketch work right there. So that's awesome right there. Get some really, really cool sketch work. Here's some more sketch work from Ultimates 2. Who's this character? I have no idea. I have to see who that character is. Definitely have to see who that character is. You see, you get some awesome shots. Unused Thor sketch. Unused Black Widow sketch. So you get some stuff that was unused. Ultimate Iron. This is actually Ultimate Iron Man. You see, that's pretty cool. Cause you do get some offsprings of this. I read Ultimate Cap as well, I want to say. But yeah, that was the Ultimate Omnibus overview right here. It's absolutely cool. I can't wait to actually jump into this. So I know some few days about it because I watched the cartoons. I've read up on like a few things about this actually comic book and the Avengers in this universe. But I actually had the volume 1 of Spider-Man. Get into this. I'll get into Miles Morales. I'll definitely get Ultimate X-Men as well. I'll probably just leave it as that. I mean, maybe Fantastic Four, probably not Iron Man. I don't doubt they even make an omnibus for some of that stuff. But I'm definitely getting Ultimate X-Men and continue on my Ultimate Spider-Man. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.